always, this is okay. I will need it to do it again. Okay,
Yes.
no problem.
And it's the wrong mantra.
So,
It's the old one.
as I say, another Thursday, another town hall. Things may break. Welcome again to this space to know more people working in the Cardano ecosystem, to make networking, and to know more what is happening, the news, the events, etc. So, as always, this is the catalyst mantra of Cardano, and it's in different language of Europe. So, as always, Davide, if you want to start.
Of course. Benvenuti all'esperimento.
Les choses peuvent.
Quebrar.
Simon, you wanna? You here?
Make the honors.
I'm listening.
Fehlende Dokumentation.
Ja, fehl in der Dokumentation. Ai.
JP, do you want to make the slides?
Hi everyone, how are you?
Hey man.
Hi, welcome.
The settings of...
I have to read the slide?
Yeah, just the last line.
Diferir.
Okay.
La parte de
Our
diferir.
goal...
No,
sorry. Our
worries.
goal, provide a safe and lively environment for you to explore the highest potential de la colaboración humana.
Muy bien, ahí está. Faltó diferir ampliamente entre interacciones, disarrange, overload, and inspire. And the last...
Shall we also give an...
Yes.
Oh, sorry. Shall we also give an idea on our mantra already?
We are on that. We are going to that part right now. The last town hall we talk about to set values of this activity to this particular town hall. So we start working on a new mantra of the European mantra for all the Cardano community, and especially this kind of town halls and meetings. These are some ideas that the community brought. And Marcus, can you read it, please?
Of course. Keep your notes up to date. Super important. Try to study and learn something new every day. Support and connect with community members for synergy and goals. Be inclusive, friendly, and wise with words, even in anger. Share information without destroying teams. Teams is also important. Yeah. Dreams, people, their reputation. And we also have the help others section. So we want to be a bit more active in working with people. So if you want to add more of your ideas, hop into our Discord server, go into the working groups in EU CC proposals, and there's a item define values, and there you can add it.
Yeah, we are very open source as a philosophy, so please contribute.
Perfect. And remember that we make Twitter spaces in different languages, such as Portuguese, Greek, Dutch, and Italian. If you want to host a space in any of those languages, just ask someone from the team. And this is the QR code for all our social media. Remember that all the towns are available on YouTube. A lot of people seeing those meetings there because they want to be anonymous. And you can see our LinkedIn, Twitter, Discord server, etc. And this is the part of the announcements first. After that, we are going to have the presentation of our special guest today. But it's time to set up some announcements. And the first one is our close friend, JP. Are you there? Okay.
Hi, everyone. Can you allow me to share screen? Is that possible?
Yeah.
Yes, give me 1 minute. Can you help me with that, David?
Let me see. Just a second. The Zoom interface, it's sometimes it really...
No worries. So to start, JP is going to be
Yeah,
our.
I made you co-host, so now you should be able to share your screen.
Okay, he just received a call. Yeah, now you can share screen, JP. JP.
Thank you.
Now,
A ver, share screen. Wait a second. There, okay. Well, first of all, thank you, Mauro, for inviting me to this European Town Hall. My first time here. So, I'm JP. My name is Juan Pipo. Well, in English is JP. I'm 32 years old and I live in Buenos Aires, Argentina. So, I'm the founder of the C Timelines project, also known as the Cardano Timelines project. And right now our team is currently made up of 3 people. Me as the community manager and project manager. Juancho is the infographic designer. And Mo is the UX designer and the one who rebrand the project, the one who created this website. It was released 2 weeks ago. So what is C Timelines? C Timelines is an educational project that seeks to preserve and represent the Cardano ecosystem. Our mission is to disseminate through NFT collection type infographics the historical development of our vast ecosystem. So right now, we are launching our first NFT collection that it's called Cardano Timeline 2022. I will show you the collection is right here. So what is the idea? The collection is gamified, so the user goal is to collect all the NFT fragments that represent each era of Cardano. These are the NFT fragments. For example, I will show you the Shelly era fragment. So this is the NFT, and it has a fragment of the infographic. The infographics are timeline style, digamos. It's a subtype of infographic. So,
JP,
yes.
Don't show everything because the main idea is here to let us know you. If you can share all the links of the project, because
Okay.
JP is going to be our guest, especially to talk all about the project in the next town hall, but we want to close more in his project to start making questions and to get more involved in it. And in the next town hall, even we have got a giveaway of C Timelines. So the main idea thing is to know the next town hall guest. One of them is going to be JP, and the next one is going to be. Can you stop sharing screen, JP?
Yes.
You want to add something more? Can you send the Telegram's channel link? Something else?
You can find us in Twitter, C Timelines, _, how do you say _? IO. It's in my slash. No, slash no. But it's in my nickname in the Zoom. You can find us there in Twitter or in the website ctimelines.io. There you can find everything.
These are only the announcements for the next town hall. JP is going to be here again to spread more about the projects, even make a giveaway, but to get more involved and to make better questions in the next meeting. And something huge is happening those days because it's going to be the Newcastle Film Festival in the first Cardano Film Festival. And here's Peter Smalik to let us know more about this huge event happening, and he even has a surprise to participate in this festival. Hi, Peter. How are you?
Thank you, Mauro. Thank you for the introduction. The film festival is a very great thing to me, and I hope for many others, because it's really the very first film festival we have on Cardano right now, and it's running from Saturday till this Saturday. So it's like from March 12th to March 18. Could you do next slide for me, please, if you have all three of them?
I have this one.
Ah, this one. Okay, so just the two. Never mind. So the festival is having 10 films, 9 fiction films, and 1 documentary. These are all short films, and it's all under a Newcast platform on Newcast website. So the way it works is very simple. You connect to Newcast, you go to festival, and you can connect your wallet to purchase a ticket for the whole festival. The ticket is purchased or minted in form of NFT, so you get this nice ticket in the form of NFT, and you get access to all 10 films. And then there is also a voting part involved. So there is one award for the best film, and this is all in the hands of the users of the audience. So there is no jury; it's all for users. And I'm glad to announce, next slide, please, that part of the festival is also my documentary, Chasing the Vada Dream, which was funded by a proposal in Project Catalyst in Fund 8. And this is the documentary about the birth and the very first steps of VADA initiative. So some of you may know Mercy and Josh, Megan and Manfo, people from around VADA. So if you're interested in this kind of film initiative, feel free to watch Newcast and enjoy the documentary or the
Perfect,
festival
Peter.
itself. Yeah.
Perfect. Peter is working a lot in building on Cardano huge documentaries or videos of high performance. I'm a huge fan. You work in the TV business in Czech Republic, right?
Yes, that's right. I'm a documentary filmmaker. I'm in Czech Republic. I live in Prague, but I travel a lot, let's say. I was also at the Cardano Summit in Switzerland, where we did some videos. And yes, that my profession is mostly around television and film.
I highly recommend Peter's work. If you can, Peter, send your LinkedIn profile and other links.
Yeah,
and
I
if
will
you,
share
for
it.
example, need to make a video of a project or something like that, call Peter because he's the best one in the ecosystem. Very professional. I highly recommend it. And he's also gonna be our guest next week to talk about more about his experience, how he started working on Cardano, and his history. So Peter and JP, you are welcome next week again to join us and to the conversation. And I'm a seed timelines holder and also a huge fan of Peter's work. So
Thank you for sharing that, Mauro. Thank you.
Please. And now the presentations. Our first guest, I was astonishing in her presentation in the Cardano Foundation International Women's Day call. So Cloris, are you there?
Hi guys, nice
Hello,
to meet you.
how are you?
Doing good. How are you guys doing?
Fine.
Awesome.
Well,
Looking really forward.
exciting for your presentation.
Thank you. Yeah, let me share screen as well.
Yes.
Give me a sec. How long do I have? 15 minutes, you say?
Yeah, we try to keep it
Yes.
around 15 minutes, including Q&A. And if
Cool.
people want to know more, they can reach out to you, probably.
Yeah, I think please, we stop at the screen sharing. Can I continue?
Yeah, you should be able to share your screen now.
Cool.
Click. Perfect.
Can everybody see my screen?
Perfect.
Yes.
We can.
Cool. Awesome. Yeah. First of all, thank you for having me here. It's really excited to join the community town hall. Actually, I joined the Asian one last month as well, and it was really good. And the community of Cardano has been really supportive and helpful and curious as well. So I think it would be great if I can share the project with European community as well. So my project is called Cogito Protocol. And my name is Florence. So I want to share with you guys starting from my team because this is something that we are most proud of. So the company is founded by 4 of us, including myself, Ben Gorso. I'm pretty sure everybody has heard about Ben, right? Janet and Nathan is our quant. So I come from banking industry. I used to work in HSBC in Hong Kong and Thailand, and also worked in a tech startup before. So I have been in crypto for quite a few years already. And then my main interest in DeFi and stablecoin, that's why I'm here. So my project is a spin-off from SingularityNet. And Ben is actually the one who invented the idea of Cogito Protocol, which I will share more about, like what exactly the idea is. So he's our founding team and also sitting as a management team, and he mainly leads the AI side of the project because we have a lot of AI components in our implementation. And Janet was my ex-HSBC coworker, and she's the COO of SingularityNet as well. So she actually brought me to this project, and she is responsible for strategy planning and operation, etc. So Nate cannot join us today. He's based in Slovenia, and he is our quant. So he's mainly responsible for financial modeling to make sure that our model and everything works well. So what exactly is Cogito Protocol? First of all, we are a stablecoin project. So we are a stablecoin that is not dependent on fiat. So we don't peg to fiat. So the question is, why do we want to do a stablecoin right now? I believe like this question, I don't need to have a long text here because I mean nowadays everybody has an answer right after last week. I believe everyone here has experienced the panic time of USDC depeg, right? And before that, another panic time of regulators targeting BUSD, and further, you know, the Luna collapse, like everything just didn't work for crypto, for stable coins. So, but all this kind of bad news actually points to one answer, which is that we as a crypto, as an industry, needs a fully decentralized and transparent stablecoin. This stablecoin does not have to be pegged to US dollar, right? So that's exactly what we are offering. So we are offering this product we call tracer coins, which basically is an alternative stablecoin, but we want to differentiate from the traditional term because we don't want to be associated with the US dollar peg. Otherwise, like seriously, like all the regulators are heavily targeting the dollar pegged stablecoins, right? So we do need to educate our users, like community members, in terms of what is tracer coin because it's a new concept. So tracer coins, as the name suggests, basically we create some stable coins that track to a certain indexes, like traces some progress. So the first tracer coin that we are going to launch is called G coin or green coin, which tracks the green progress. So the way that we do it is, first of all, we source data from many different sources, and which covers a lot of sustainability indicators, for example, like renewable energy sources, green investment, etc. And then we feed the data into our AI tool layer. So the AI tool here is pretty straightforward. It's just like an aggregation model, which helps to adjust the component and also the weight, etc., which helps produce this green index here. And the green index tracks positive progress towards a net zero economy. So we have tested data based on the past 40 years history. So basically the index appreciates about 1 to 2% per year, which means it provides like a perfect benchmark for stable coin. That's why we have our G coin, which is a cryptocurrency token to trace this green index on one-to-one basis. The way that it works is that a launch day, we are talking about Q3, Q4 this year, it will be launched as a starting value of 1 USDC, and then it will be strictly pegged to this green index. For example, next year, if green index appreciates by 1%, then our green coin will be worth 1.01. Yeah, so that's how green coin works. And then the key technology behind our project and the design is the AI models that we'll be using from SingularityNet. So SingularityNet, the AI team was led by Ben and Matt. I'm not sure if you guys heard about him. He's the Chief AI Officer in SingNet. So they have been leading a team of experts to develop a lot of AI tools to be applicable in finance area. So we will be using the models that they built for several things. First is our automated treasury management, because when users mint our green coin, they'll need to deposit their assets with us. It can be either stable assets, for example, USDC or Jade, the first stable coin on Cardano, right, Jade? Or like they can be risky assets, for example, ADA, or even we can accept AGIX in the future, maybe. And then we'll apply the AI models for automated treasury management so that we can generate yield to match the movement of the index and even outperform the index. And this is, right now, because like AI-driven treasury management tools are relatively new in the space. So the treasury management will mainly be assisted by the AI instead of purely auto. So that is something that we need to bear in mind. And the second part is we will be using the AI to make for the automated trading agency to decide on trading strategies and also trading timing, etc. And then the third part is our risk management. So we'll be using the AI models for risk detection. For example, we can react early on malicious attack based on the market prediction, etc. So that's the AI components in our projects. So this qualifies us as an AI-powered stablecoin project. And another thing that I'm very proud and I also want to highlight is the risk management framework that is incorporated in our project. So what two of the biggest risks in crypto, if I may say that myself, the first one is the security risk. Like basically no project can be exempt from being hacked. Like regardless of how good you are, like that's basically a genuine risk that everybody has to acknowledge and take to some extent. So we are mitigating this risk by having a team of top-notch blockchain engineers. They have been helping to build a lot of projects with this SingularityNet, including Synetra itself, including Singularity DAO, including Nunet, and now Hypercycle and Nunet and Rejuve. Rejuve just launched their token, if you guys following the news, and it's really, really well. And so all these engineers have had hack-free records since 2017, which says a lot about their capability. Second part is the regulatory risk. I think that is basically haunting the entire crypto space, and this is where we are dedicating a lot of resources to remain fully compliant. So first of all, because of the nature of our company, of our project, we are doing non-fiat pegged stablecoin. So we are already on the safer side on the regulatory scope. And then my founding team, Jenny and myself, we have years of experience working under regulation, doing business work under regulation. So we actually we are able to incorporate that compliance in the entire operation from day to day basis. So, and then we are dedicating 24% of our capital for licenses and also legal fees, etc., to make sure that we are actually managing this risk properly, so that our users of our project will be protected from this. And we also have other counterparty risk, operational risk, but I won't talk too much about it. Why now? I just mentioned all the news, everybody knows why now. Market size I will skip as well. So go-to-market strategy is something that I think community might be interested, because this might be relevant to whoever is listening to this town hall or watch the record later. So first of all, we are offering a lot of incentives to our Cardano community, including SingNet's community members and also our partner community. So this includes, for example, if we have a token generation event this year that as we plan, so our users, our community members might be able to have some airdrops of our token for certain, satisfying certain criteria. And the second one is the Green to Earn campaign. So we are launching a Green to Earn campaign within next year, which means our users can participate into any credit green program and claim rewards with us, or any existing volunteers of these programs can just come to us presenting their certificate, and we'll issue reward to them. By doing that, we are encouraging people to participate more of green initiatives, so that we are actually advocating the sustainability on behalf of the Web3 space. And also we have other like incentivized green coin minting. For example, if users mint Gcoin, our Gcoin in the future, will they get some other rewards as well? So this is something that I think community might be interested. And I'll skip this. Governance token. So we'll be launching our governance token as well in within the year, and then they have a lot of utilities. So basically, our token holders will be the decision makers of the project in terms of how to like adjust the index, launch new tokens, minting and redemption policies, etc. And also including like what most people care about is like how we can use our revenue to buy back and burn our tokens. That's the token utility. Gcoin mini incentive I just mentioned, so I will skip it now. And this is the roadmap that we have in our development plan. So right now we are pushing the building. So we are almost done of testnet, and then we push for launch in 2023 Q3 or no later than Q4, and then we'll have all different development plan in the schedule. Yeah, and that's it. And yeah, again, thank you very much for inviting me. Let me know if you have any questions.
Awesome.
Excellent presentation,
Yeah,
Chloris.
really.
And as
Thank
I
you.
said the other day in the foundation event about impactful woman, is the first time that I met a woman part of a CEO in a Cardano project. And I also know Sandra, who is part of the team. And it's wonderful to see how we are growing and madurating, I don't know how to say in English, but in the
Maturing.
ecosystem. So very grateful to have you today here to show this project, and congratulations. Outstanding presentation.
Thank you. Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much.
Awesome. How can the community participate with you?
Right. So there are several ways that the community can participate. So we will have a token launch event soon. I mean, within the year, not so soon, within the year. And then we have some sort of marketing initiatives to be launched. For example, we have not finalized the details, but just as a sharing, which might not be exactly what we'll be doing. For example, like they can participate some of our marketing campaign, and then they can get an airdrop for doing some tasks. This is one. Second is like we have the incentivized Gcoin minting. For example, if they want to buy our CGP token or launch right in the public round, they can split their contribution there in either our governance token or Gcoin. And then for every $1 of Gcoin that they buy, they will be paired with some airdrop as well. So after they buy the Gcoin, however, they can swap back to their USDC because it's a stablecoin equivalent, that right? Or they can just hold it because we have a natural appreciation. Or they can even stake with us to get staking rewards. So yeah, these are for the communities who are not part of our SimNet or our partners network. So if they are, on the other hand, are the communities of our, for example, SimNet, Rising UnitedNet, or the other partners like Coty, or we are thinking about like Genius Yield, or maybe Xerberus and a few more. So we have not really talked about decided on that. Like we might have higher reward if they hold tokens of both like the partners, like us for some snapshot day. So everything is still draft, but I just want to share the brief idea. So we want to make sure the communities can participate and can actually benefit from like participating in certain activities. Yeah.
And to do that,
Can you
they would
send
join your
some-
Discord, or how do they get like actually in touch with you guys?
So right now we have a Telegram. I can share with you in the group now. We also have a Twitter account that you can follow, where you can get updates on all of these initiatives. Let me share with you the Telegram here. Can I send a message here?
Yes.
I can.
You're okay with us sharing them in the YouTube video as well?
Yeah, of course, no
Yeah,
problem.
cool.
This is our Telegram, and then I will give you our Twitter.
Perfect.
Right. This is our Twitter account. Right, so you can put it in the YouTube so that if anybody is interested, they can take a look. And if they have any questions, they can ask in the Telegram channel, or they can send us messages on, comment on Twitter. Yeah.
Absolutely wonderful.
Thank you.
Perfect.
Thank you
Thank
very
you so
much.
much, Gloris. Again,
Thank you.
outstanding presentation. We are keeping in touch with you and your team. And now for our next guest.
Yeah.
Davide.
Yes, and it's an honor for me for having Josh here. I'm a big fan of his YouTube channel. I'm one of the first subscribers, I think, or I like to think. He's one of the most proliferant and creators about Cardano. He makes two videos per week, and the content is always excellent. He does a lot of research, so I really wanted to have him here. And thank you for having accepted my request, Josh.
Thank you for the kind words. I appreciate that. I'm a Cardano-based content creator on YouTube. I've been creating video content for, I don't know, something like almost 10 years now. It's kind of weird to say, but I've fallen in love with what Cardano is doing. I'm passionate about crypto. I'm passionate about enabling accessibility to tools that people on the planet, human beings, haven't had access to ever before. And that's something that I really align with when it comes to Cardano. I am working on expanding my content from just English as it is currently into other languages. I just expanded into Japanese and Russian languages. I'm also looking into getting into Spanish, Portuguese, Swahili is on my radar, lots of Southeast Asian languages as well. And I'm using AI technology in order to make that expansion. It's still rough right now, but I'm utilizing what we have access to at this moment. I'm trying to be as involved as I can. This YouTube channel is not my full-time job at the moment. The capacity that my time allows me to create is just 2 videos per week. So that's what I'm able to put out. But eventually I am hoping to expand and do this thing full time. That's how much I've fallen in love with Cardano. I'm involved with a variety of projects. I'm an ambassador for Meld. I'm an ambassador for Giro Wallet. I have joined the leadership team for a guild that's preparing to launch when the Cornucopias metaverse launches. And I'm working with them to try and create infrastructure to create opportunities so that people of a variety of different languages can participate in this digital landscape, digital economy that the world has never seen before. So yeah, I'm excited about so much stuff that's happening in Cardano, and I just am trying to play my part, be as involved as I can, and serve the Cardano community in whatever way I can figure out how to.
Amazing.
Thanks.
Another thing that I really appreciate about you, Josh, is the fact that you are very, very open to make collaboration with other content creator. We see you a lot with Dap Central. That's another guest we already had in a present wall. How is the experience going? Do you think to expand this also to other creators, to other kind of fields in the Cardano system? What are your plans?
Yeah, no, I'm talking with a lot of Cardano content creators. There's a lot of collaborative stuff happening. I've connected with Blake CNFT, who is very connected on the NFT side of things. I've recently been connected with Subcritical, who's starting to create a lot more video content stuff. I've in the long term, empowering content creators of a variety of different kinds is something that I want to invest more heavily in. I have ideas for projects that I would like to build that give content creators tools to be able to sustainably create their content, put their message out there, and serve the Cardano ecosystem with what they have to say. That's much more long term. eventually when I have something to present in that, I love to come back on and tell you what kind of ideas I have happening in that area.
That would be
But yeah,
amazing.
that's another thing that I'm passionate about is I know the content creation journey quite well. I know that it's difficult and it's a lot to manage, and hope that I can do something for that population as well.
This is
Amazing.
awesome, because from what I've learned from one of your videos, you've been a winner of the debate cup of your college or university.
Yes, yeah. In college, I was a part of a competitive debate team. It was a quite successful team. We ranked nationally. We traveled to various places across the country to compete in this debate circuit, and from that, I've learned quite a lot about how argumentation works, a lot about how planning works and governance works, how to properly have different perspectives interact with one another. And that's another thing that I'm very excited about with what's happening on Cardano, with discussions about governance happening. I hope to do what I can to play a part in that and teach people how to evaluate those ideas. And I'm hoping that once the infrastructure gets developed, that I can have the honor of being a DREP for Cardano. So yeah, that's
interesting.
the hope.
That's a new one.
Yeah,
that's a new one. And if it weren't for the good content, I would just love your videos for the subtle humor that you put into them. That's what I totally love about.
Yeah.
Keep it in that style from my side.
Yeah,
really good one.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. That's something that I try to do. Humor is in my earlier years, high school, I did a little bit of stand-up comedy. That's not something that I've shared before on my YouTube videos. But humor is just another thing that I think brings people together in ways that you wouldn't expect. So yeah, I appreciate you pointing that out. That's
yeah, really cool.
One thing as a content creator is that sometimes we don't know about a topic to talk about, and the main thing that we made this town hall is to connect people. So the idea to bring influencers or YouTubers, so first thing, to make their history behind their backs, what they're doing, how they bring to Cardano, and the other one is to show to projects new connections to make videos, make marketing. We know nowadays one of the biggest problems that Cardano project have is marketing. We have a lot of tools, but not users. So this is a way to people can connect, to throw you a DM right now and set things how to collaborate. For one side, it's good to the content creation because you can investigate a new project or make a new video. And from the other hand, it's a great initiative to make marketing for a product. So thank you, Joshua, for your presentation. And how do you see this new kind of collaboration with projects?
No, I appreciate that wildly. That's something that I want to do is in order to serve the Cardano community. I think that you also have to be serving the projects that are building within Cardano. So yeah, I am in the process of restructuring my collaboration agreements, but I've got an email that people can send requests to. That's lategamecrypto@gmail.com. Or you can just DM me on Twitter. I talk with a lot of people there too.
Perfect. Can you say your email in the chat, please?
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much again for your presentation. And our last guest will be Xerberus. Are you there? Yes. Hello, Simon. That's your real name.
Yes, that's my real name. And yes, Xerberus. That's how we call the company. And let me share my screen, and then everybody can have a look. But first of all, thank you guys for having us, and especially thank you to Marcus who actually invited us.
It's our pleasure.
Very nice.
Okay, you should be able to share your screen now.
I had the pleasure to work with Simon on our informal Mika exploration, and I figured out what kind of bright mind he is. And when I saw that he was doing Xerberus, I was really infected with the idea that they promote, and they're doing quite interesting things. I've been in a direct dialogue with the team, and I got even more impressed. So happy to hear what he's sharing now.
It's really it's so good to have supporters, and especially the communities. It's so great. And there's another person from the team on here, Noor. He probably just will jump in whenever he feels he wants to add something. So we don't have a really presentation here. We just walk you through what we're doing, and the product can show you right away. But before we jump in a bit to the background of the team, so we are half guys with an economic background, and the other half are physicists. And then so we what we really like is looking at, okay, what is really enterprise standards in many ways. How do you do things really right, and how do you combine that with absolute outstanding cutting edge mathematics, over which Noah will probably talk. We started out in the beginning wanting to create a decentralized risk rating agency. That's also something that is still on our timeline, or on our vision. We kind of reshuffled a bit about what we're working on to give something out that is immediately helpful to people. And what we have discovered is we think we can build the best blockchain analysis tool out there in the market. And when you heard me pausing there for a moment, it is because I'm not saying that lightly. I'm saying that, everybody will tell me Nuns and Arkham. We have looked at all of these tools, and we're talking to some really big players in the space who do trading very professionally, and they have looked at what we're doing, and they were like, okay, guys, what you're doing is absolutely outstanding. And I'm feeling very proud, because if we as Cardano, right, one of our projects, becomes adopted by really big financial players, right, this is amazing for all of us. So first of all, yeah, this is we're all very excited in the team, and all our contributors and everybody who's in contact with us. So the setting is we produce enterprise software for blockchain analysis, and and I show you the MVP product in a moment. A lot of this is not yet in the MVP, but did you understand why we believe that we are the best one in the market? Is when you do blockchain analysis, right? You look at movements on the market, volume, trading patterns. It all comes down to one problem: what wallet am I observing, right? Like, because the interpretation of which wallet is acting here has a huge impact on what it means. The most easiest example is I look at a wallet that's very close to the minting wallet, has dumped this token. One interpretation is that's an early investor that liquidates. That is not necessarily a trading signal, right? Okay, maybe the price dropped, but that in of itself is nothing to worry. Another interpretation is that is a founder who has just broken his vesting schedule, right? That is a very completely different information that you can get out of it. Or the third option is that is an early whale who believed in a project and now doesn't, right? So you see one early wallet dumping on the community, and there's three completely different interpretations, and that matters. And what we are really, really, really good at, and when I mean really good, I mean world-class, is we can do is wallet labeling. We know exactly what kind of wallet is what kind of actor, and we do it, you see it in my background, through a methodology that maps out transactions. And these transaction maps then can be, we deduct out of it certain, we call it classifications of wallets, right? Because all wallets that have a certain pattern, or all wallets that are similar tend to act alike. And that is what we reduce, and that is what we look in. We don't use AI. That sometimes people ask us. It's pure mathematics. We really look into when you like philosophy in the into Plato, in the original sense of what an insider is. What is a founder, and try to describe that mathematically, and thereby identifying these wallets. And right now our results are pretty cool. So what the product will be is, first of all, we can give every wallet a label, which is really, really good. We can allow you to create your own labels. Maybe you have a different way of looking at the data than we have. we allow this beautiful, I know it's a horrible screenshot, but we allow this beautiful flow analysis, so you can map the entire flow from a minting wallet down to any other wallet of entire ecosystems. And we also add a beautiful transaction tracker. So when you ever ask yourself, hey, what is that transaction? Where's it coming from? Where's it going? We'll help you to map that out very efficiently. So that is our aspiration. And I open you now. So that is what we want to do. That's what we want to work on. It works on our thing, but it's a whole thing if you can do it locally versus if you can do it in a product. We have released a minimal viable product, and I can just emphasize that it's a minimal viable product. It does a few things, but not all of them. And just if you want to be part of it, to join us, we have a community mint. You can mint the tokens on our website to join the product. You'll get a lifelong subscription for the Cardano ecosystem, because we're raising a bit of cash to kind of build our infrastructure, because our infrastructure is quite expensive for what we're going to do, because it's just very heavy operations. You also have a few good partners already. So we worked with OrgFax, helped them with their tokenomics. CNFT Jungles, we have a good relationship. ADA Handle is integrated. So yeah, we also have a very active community, and we try really to, even though we work for enterprises, our ultimate vision is that we create this system as a platform for researchers, where researchers from all around the world can look at this data, classify it, and come to an agreed consensus. However, that's our end vision. For now, we are a company, so we don't say we are DAO. We're a very classical company, and we need to make have some very lean business model right now, and that's why we're focusing on rather traditional analysis software. But our vision is that we build that out so that everybody can use the software to come to a conclusion about risk. So that's the big vision, but it's often good to start with something very, very, very concrete. So when you click on it, very classical, you have to log in with your wallet. And then, the drill. Whew. Misclicked. And so again, that's an MVP. A lot of things they aren't yet there, but this is what you would get if you right now join in on the NFT sale. To see all the different tokens that we have in our ecosystem, liquid, world mobile. You see the network decentralization, if it's below or above average. You see the number of anomalies. So every network has a shape like this behind me. And now an anomaly is an event that changed the network. So these changes can be good or bad, but if you have a lot of them, you tend to be a less stable network. So that's the basic idea. If a network changes all the time radically, right, that's not very stable, right? Whereas when you have almost no anomalies, right, then nothing is ever changing. So it is by definition more stable. And then network decentralization, you can read in our documentation how exactly it works. It works a bit different than what you would expect it does. Basically, actually to explain it, basically what we're measuring is, so there's certain, one way of looking at network decentralization is, okay, I have all the tokens and I look in how many wallets are which amount of tokens. And then when I have 90% of all tokens in one wallet, well, it's not very decentralized. That's a very easy way of looking at it. And it can also be a good way. The way that we look at it is we look the wallets that hold the token, how close are they associated to each other? For example, you could have one ecosystem where you have one wallet holding 30% of all tokens, but you can have a second network where you have 50% of all tokens in 3 very closely associated wallets. The second one might not look at first view as centralized as the first one, but in fact, the second one is more centralized. So this is what we're trying to express here, but it's all, again, it's an MVP. We're trying out things. Then, you can, okay, that was it's an MVP. It was clear that something will crash. So now you click on one of the tokens. And the first thing that you will see is that we created this little clip thing here where you can compare what is advertised tokenomics, right? A lot of people publish these white papers and then be like, okay, that's the tokenomics that we will use and that you can believe. And you need to believe us that this is how the tokens will be distributed. And what you see is very often you see it's not true. Like they're normally, Empower did it very well. They have all these wallets separated on chain. And you see, for example, the Liquid didn't do it. And now you see that you have this 98% of tokens are in one wallet, while there should be at least 2 major wallets, right? Now this is interesting because we all heard about this moment when somebody was accusing the founders that they were selling their tokens. And I have absolutely no opinion about that. But if they would have separated their wallets, it would have been really easy to see that. And not separating your wallets puts you in a situation of moral hazard. And we just wanted to make everybody aware when they spy or sell tokens, right? What is the reality? And I mean, there's other ways to get to that, but we just wanted to make it very easy to see. And then on the right, you see a very simplified version of our wallet labeling. So you can see, for example, your treasury wallets that hold Liquid, the biggest, of course, being of the Liquid project. Then you have SundaeSwap and MintSwap also holding a few of the token. Then you have the team wallet right now, which is not fully classified because the team wallets, right, of the founders are still in here, so it's in the main wallet. But you see, for example, that someone from NMaker owns one Liquid token, right? And these are the interesting things that you want to see, because you not only want to see, okay, where is the team, how much tokens has the team of the one project, but which other project teams are actually holding that token and therefore have an interest, right? Having validated real interest in, for example, just promoting good news. So I think it just gives you so much clarity using that tool already to understand, okay, who is in bed with whom. I mean, one token is not big, but still, because you have identified the wallet, that's why it's listed here. You see, of course, the big whales, right? You see the top unidentified holders, you know, that you probably want to have a look over. You see the ADA handles directly integrated when you have one. And yeah, it gives you a pretty good overview. What you also have is these maps. And again, it's an MVP. So many more features will come soon. This is one of the next features, that this map gets more usable, but you can have an overview over, okay, who is actually in this network and how does the network look like? And there's so much you can deduct of it, and we will give you more tools to deduct from it. Because, for example, what you will see is, so this is, of course, these are DEXs, right? You see the buying and selling side, who's buying, who's selling on a DEX. That alone can give you a lot of information, right? Because it's not 100% true, but it's basically what you can derive as an order book, right? You can see, okay, who is really ordering on this side and who's selling, who's buying, and you can get a feeling for it. What you can also see is sometimes these kind of constellation, right, where you have one wallet and then you have to call them the shotguns, right? And now you can make some investigation. Okay, what kind of wallets are these? Why are there these other wallets behind it? Sometimes it's whales that split in wallets. Sometimes there are other reasons for it. But yeah, you can just investigate every single or most of the major tokens from Cardano right now, and just click you around and be like, okay, that's an interesting token. Where does the treasury, for example, sit? Wait, what was the yellow one? It's not in here right now. But right, it gives you this overall map of an ecosystem and understanding who is in there and where in the network are they placed, because it tells you a lot. You see these long trails, most of the time these are centralized exchanges. We're still trying to understand why they're doing what they're doing. So they basically they have their ADA and they move it to a new address once in a while. Maybe it is because they switch it from cold to hot storage. We're still learning, and then you see all these separated ones. I don't know, Noah, you want to chip in on if you hear me right now, on these maps and what you can see?
Yeah, just can you guys hear me?
Perfect.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, just to kind of reiterate what we're talking about. What we're trying to do here is we're trying to offer tooling and visualizations of what's really going on the blockchain itself. Because when it comes down to it, like we all came here for the transparency and the verifiability of the blockchain, but nobody's really looking or trying to verify things that happen on the blockchain. So what we're trying to implement, what we're slowly rolling out over the next coming months, is tooling that is specifically enabled for people to use blockchain data for their own purposes. For example, some people might want to use our wallet labeling for fraud detection or for understanding their ecosystem and their NFT project. There's many projects we can, or in many situations you can use our product. But what we're trying to do is we're trying to provide this tooling and using these mathematics, we can provide them in a transparent and open, verifiable way that everybody can trust them and therefore build on top of them. Build things like risk scores, for example, or maybe just a blockchain fraud detection. There's the possibilities really are endless, and that's what really we're trying to do here.
Yeah.
And
So you
the
see
thing-
the product.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought you were finished.
No, go
No.
for it. Go for it.
Yeah, the thing what's happening now in the community is that the team is asking a lot for feedback and how do we understand things. I mean, they're doing complex things here, and not everybody will understand everything at a first glance. So it's a test for us to give them the feedback, and they appreciate it really much. So that's what you want to see from founders of a project, asking the community for feedback and working with it, and you can see that.
Yeah, we have on Sundays, every Sunday we have this open town hall where we just kind of open up the field and have anybody talk and come in, and we can really like grind out the really small details of what you guys want, what the user wants, what we can present, what we can give, and it's a good way to have a good back and forth to understand the best ways we can implement this tooling so that everybody can use it in a good and successful way.
Yeah, 100%. And so soon there will be a major update. So this was really the first product that we could put out where we, where we felt, okay, this is somehow presentable. There is a major update coming, which will expand on a lot of features and make it more usable and make also this graph much more usable. If you want to have access to this tool, there is an access NFT that you can buy until the 28th. So it's just 2 weeks left. After that, and you have to understand this, we're pretty strict there. We'll charge for that tool. We believe that when we put all these things in it that we have right now in mind, we can easily charge the market price, which is about $100 a month for tools like these. They're very heavy, they're very powerful. They're not, we try to make them usable for almost everyone, but we still know that not everybody will use them. So we have this idea of researchers to use it, to answer all the questions for themselves and the community. And if you feel you're one of them, we really invite you to be one of them and to mint your Access NFT, join the community and be part of this first group that is actually building this amazing tool with us. And you will never run out of questions. So I was just opening Hosky, you just see a constellation like this and you ask yourself, okay, who is that? And there's so many interesting, fascinating things that you'll find. Like we found beautiful trading bots that were, and we didn't even know that exists. I don't know if you know that it exists, but there's one major trading bot that trades 24/7 in arbitrage bot between all the major dexes. And this guy or this woman has massive amounts of transmissions, and this is market efficiency, right? You see directly there how the market is recalibrating through arbitrageurs into a more efficient market, and you see it live in the data. It's very, very beautiful. I think we have said enough. I think you have a good feeling of what we're doing, and maybe you have questions. Maybe you jump over to Xerberus.net and mint your NFT. Yeah.
Thank you. That was
We're here for
awesome.
questions.
That was awesome. And this one looks actually like a woman.
Yeah, this is
The Husky did something here as well.
Yeah, I can see that.
yeah, you're right. The dress, yeah.
This is Mary Poppins or so.
Yeah, true. There's
What I
often
like,
organic shapes, like bugs or something like that.
yeah, and one thing that I wanted to mention as well, and then I'm finished from my side. What I like a lot is I mentioned the danger of witch hunts, and then you said this is absolutely not what we want. So this is great. This is just a neutral attitude that you put on it, and that's what I love. Great. Godspeed.
Yeah, really. Our goal is just to provide data in a way that's actionable and transparent and verifiable. And what people do with that data, so like I said earlier, some people might use it for fraud detection, some people might use it to understand their NFT project better. That's up for them to decide. But what we really want to provide is this immutable toolbox that people can really use and understand the blockchain better and in a more open way.
Yeah, and it's the data that makes decisions, right? Because it's very strange how crypto became this, or sometimes it's perceived as this, or it is a robbery forest at times, right? Which is funny because this is a transparency instrument. right? And this is why we also want to kind of push for conversations, right? And conversations happen if you show it, right? If you show that certain projects, are not parsing their wallet very well, and then we can have a conversation. Do we expect a project to parse their wallets? I personally think we should, and because it's a ledger, right? And a ledger, and this is now my background in economics, is an accounting machine, right? It's like a bank account, right? And you don't put everything you have on the same bank account. You don't. You have very specific accounts for very specific activities, right? You do separate accounting. So yeah, and these are the conversation wanna stimulate, but you can only have these conversations. Everybody has access to the same information and has access, can ask these questions and can see, hey guys, why did you just move half your treasury in this other wallet? And what, yeah, empowerment, making knowledge inspiring. Yeah.
Should take that as a value. Making knowledge is inspiring. Mauro, what do you think?
That's a good one.
That's a good one. Yeah.
That's
awesome. I would wrap it up from here. If you don't have any questions, I think that was an awesome closing. Thank you, Simon. Thank you, Noah.
It has been an amazing town hall.
Yeah. Thanks, Mauro. Thanks, Davide, for reaching out.
super high quality projects. And Simon, please send your contacts in the chat, because I see some tech people here listening, and I'm sure that they are gonna have questions or something. If they want to contact you, send us please there.
Yeah, 1 second.
Yes.
Best contact me on Telegram. I'm dropping my Telegram handle in here.
Do you have Twitter, Simon?
Yeah, we also have Twitter. Wait, let me drop.
Perfect. Thank you. Would love to follow.
Should we put all those links also under the video?
Yeah.
How?
on YouTube.
Yeah.
In the description
but
underneath.
Someone can copy them, and we will.
I have them already in our Discord. So
okay, perfect.
in our chat, and then.
Perfect. And see you guys. Meanwhile, Simon is sending the contacts. See you in the next town hall with JB and Peter with life history and projects. So thank you again for a lovely meeting, and see you next town hall. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye, guys.
Thank you all.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Ciao.
Bye.